Mobility workout number 2, we're going to work on the hips, specifically through our hinge pattern. Our test and our retest is going to be how close we can get our hands to the ground, or how much of the hands you can get on the ground, or how much of the hands you can get on the ground with bent elbows with straight legs. Okay, so make sure you squeeze your quads to the top as you come down. Keep those legs straight, and then see what you've got at the bottom. Okay? 4, soft tissue work. We're going to start with a tack and stretch. So you're going to need a ball, a box, or a stool works pretty well. We're going to start high on the hip, so right where the hamstring meets the glute. We're going to sit up really tall, make sure that we don't give up any spinal position as we do this, okay? So we're just going to roll that ball back and forth until we feel something that's a little tight, a little stiff, sore, painful. Brace the core nice and tight, and then we're going to extend the leg, fight into the best position you can without giving up any spinal position, and release. And we're just going to do a few little stretches here. Then we're going to go searching for a new spot, so we'll move it down a little bit, roll it back and forth, find something stiff or tight or sore, brace that core, and again, tacking that tissue down and stretching everything around it. And we can work about halfway, 2/3 of the way down the hamstring. I don't find that this tack and stretch works really well at the bottom of the hamstring there. So work the top 2/3 of that hamstring. Go back to your hinge pattern, see if we've improved that position at all. And if you do one side, what you might notice is that doing one side versus the other side and testing each time, you might really notice a difference one side versus the other after a little bit of that mobility work. So, test and retest that. Next, for our static stretch, we're gonna do a banded hamstring stretch. I like a nice heavy band. We're gonna put that band high on the hip. We're gonna add a significant amount of tension here, and then maintaining a relatively straight leg, we're gonna hinge towards the floor, letting those hips slide back as we go, building big stretch through the hamstring, and we're gonna hang out here, okay? Try to accumulate 1.5 to 2 minutes per leg in this position. Nice deep breathing, really use that exhaling breath to try to release. Once we've done the tack and stretch, we've done the banded hamstring stretch, then we're going to move on to some active range of motion. All right, for this one, we are going to do a seated good morning. So we're going to have those feet just in front of the knees. In this position, or in this exercise, we're really going to try to maintain a flat back. So we don't want to see any rounding of the spine. In fact, we want to maintain as much arch as possible. You're going to pick up these dumbbells, and then from here, we're going to use the weight of the dumbbell to control us into a big stretch. Once you find the end range of motion here, sit it back up. We're just going to do some reps here, trying to release the hips and the hamstrings. Getting as low as we can without giving up that spinal position. If you get to the point where you can progress this to the ground pretty well, our next step would actually be to add some weight to the shoulders, sliding back. And the goal is going to be to try to get that chest all the way down to, or the belly all the way down to the bench eventually. We're going to add some weight to the back, maintain that spinal position. We're going to hinge it over as far as we can. Fight that chest towards the bench, and then sit it back up. Okay? So there's your active range of motion to try to hold the position on the hip hinge. Once you've done those 3, go back to your retest and evaluate which one of these drills made the biggest difference. Add that to your list of go-to mobility drills.